We begin with breaking news from Cayuga tonight. Both of the people on trial over the death of Constable Greg Pierchala have been found guilty of first-degree murder. Good evening. The verdict came in around 9 o'clock tonight. Randall, McKenzie and Brandi Stewart-Sperry both guilty of first-degree murder in the death of Constable Greg Pierchala near Hagersville 2.5 years ago. Let's get right over to CTV's Krista Simpson at the Cayuga Courthouse to take us through the latest on this developing story. Krista.
Alexandra, about 6.5 hours after jurors started deliberating, they returned with the verdicts, finding the two accused guilty as charged for what happened on the afternoon of December 27th, 2022. Constable Greg Pierchala had just learned he had passed his probationary period with Haldimand County OPP the day he responded to what should have been a routine call, a vehicle in the ditch on a winter's day. His body camera captured the moment he was shot, ambushed by a shooter jurors agreed is Randall McKenzie. Standing next to him, Brandi Stewart-Sperry, McKenzie's then-girlfriend, who jurors determined is also guilty of first-degree murder. The Cayuga courtroom packed with people, including multiple uniformed OPP officers, as the sentence was read out late Thursday night. OPP Sergeant Ed Sanchuk reading a statement on behalf of the Pierchala family.
The conclusion of this trial has weighed heavily on all of us. The verdict is an important step as we focus on moving forward with continuing the important work Greg started and contributing to the everlasting impact he had on so many people personally and professionally.
We want to thank the jury who worked hard on behalf of this community to ensure that justice was done. We want to thank members of the Ontario Provincial Police and other police services who worked long and hard hours to ensure that, that an outstanding job was done on this case. We want to thank all members of the public who rendered assistance at the scene. Mostly, though, our thoughts are with Greg Pierchala, his friends, his family, his colleagues. Before sentencing, McKenzie addressed the court, saying in part, I'm so sorry to your family, and that shouldn't have happened to nobody. Stewart-Sperry declined to say anything. Justice Andrew Goodman read them their mandatory sentence, life in prison with no parole eligibility for 25 years. To McKenzie, he said, Mr. McKenzie, your actions here were callous, cold-blooded, and an assassination of a young officer in the prime of his life, just starting out in his career. No excuse whatsoever for your actions in this regard. He also told Stewart-Sperry her actions were cold-blooded and callous, calling her an aider and abetter. McKenzie's lawyer declined to comment. Stewart-Sperry said she was disappointed with the decision.
We're disappointed, obviously. We thought there was a reasonable doubt, but the jury worked hard, as they always do in these cases. They thought about it. They served the administration of justice well, as juries do. So disappointed. She'll take some time to digest it, as will we all.
Justice Goodman also had words for the family of Constable Pierchala, saying in part, I am sorry for your loss and I share in your grief. Hopefully this will provide some measure of closure for you.
This has been an incredibly challenging period for Provincial Constable Greg Pierchala's family, the members of the OPP, and their loved ones.
While sentencing, the judge noted that neither McKenzie nor Stewart-Sperry will be released before December 2047. They both must provide DNA samples. They're prohibited from possessing, owning, or carrying any weapons for life, and they are not to contact various members of the Pierchala family.